you can see, they are busy spraying everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Up there too. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 airplanes, 6 airplanes in the process of covering the sun. 6 airplanes. And I started out with a beautiful day. 6 airplanes is carrying out the obscuring of the incoming system, Nibiru Planet7X. 2 hours ago, there was nothing on the sky. Everything was beautiful blue, as far as your eyes can see. But now, look at this. I'm going southwest right now on I-55 South in, that will be Missouri. But look at this. Yeah, they're definitely hiding something. Why is it needed to spray in the winter time where temperatures are already cooling, right? So, do you think it has anything to do with global warming? I don't think so. That don't make sense. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that one is done over there. So that was 5, and that's 6 airplanes in the process of destroying our atmosphere in the futile attempt to hide the incoming system, Nibiru Planet7X. And I don't care what everybody says. This thing is real and the earth is not flat, idiots. Okay, now I only see 3. There's one up there above the dense clouds, chemtrail clouds, and then there's one inside the chemtrail clouds, and then there's one over there finishing up. So 3 planes is missing. No, he's over there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's returning now to put in another line right up there. So there's 4 planes I can see right now. So 2 is out turning around and coming back for another spray. And I assure you, this has nothing to do with cooling Earth. You see, these chemtrails, they can heat that up. And they can create the effect of heat if they want to. They can also create a plasma plume to protect against incoming missiles, according to Harald Kautz from Germany, who's talking about black goo and chemtrails. But I'm not sure he's absolutely correct in everything he's saying, but he's got some sound theories, absolutely. But if they're trying to cool off Earth with this spraying, I say again, it defeats the purpose of doing so, because the Earth is already cooling off, because we are in fall going into winter, and then we have an automatic cooling, right? And what I'm recording with is that equipment right there, my 10 megapixel webcam. And actually, if I do this, you can see I have a polarized glass in front of it to dim the light a little, but also to eliminate glare. And that's my pretty girl down there. Well, she's always with me and in my heart. But again, it defeats the purpose of spraying if they want to cool the Earth because winter is coming. No, it is a cloak. They are already preparing to hide the horizon, because I am actually right now going southwest. So this direction is actually southwest, and it will move in that direction. That will be west over there, and you see it's already covered up over there. So if you look at the other direction, you kind of don't see much there, right? No. And if you look over there, you don't really see anything over there either. No. So it don't fit anywhere, not in my world. But it fits with that they are hiding something that will be visible for everyone to see during sunrise and sunset, especially sunset. So that's just what it is. God bless you. And another thing is, you know, you are sending me some stuff regarding Dr. Harrington, who got silenced because of PlanetX. He suddenly died of a throat cancer. In the late 90s, 28 astronomers died accidentally on the same cable car in Switzerland, and they told the public story was that a helicopter hit the wire. Well, I don't believe that. I believe they knew something and they were a liability to the establishment. So you're sending me a report from Harvard University regarding Harrington's notes, but as I say to you, that is typed. I want you to find his handwritten notes of exactly his calculations. Anything that is typed can be mental with. You can rewrite it all and make it look the same. Just like you can rewrite Obama's birth certificate and everybody believes, yeah, he's an American. No, he's not. He's not an American. I'm not either, but at least I act like an American. That's for sure. I'm trying to help you out there. But anything that comes from Harvard or Yale or Oxford, I wouldn't trust that with a potato gun, because they're heavily steeped in Saturnian ideology, and we know from the scriptures what that means. That means you are dealing with the occult. You are dealing with something that has nothing to do with our Lord and His Word. They're actually hellbound to destroy the Word of God and put into your mind their ideas of how the world is hanging together. You get my point now? I hope you do. So anything coming from the universities, I would take that with a grain of salt when it comes to science. I mean, you can sit out there and be Mikio-kukuists, meaning believing in that Japanese idiot who's talking to us like it was a children's story, when it's not a children's story. This is dead serious. But that's how it is, just to downplay it all and talk to the American people like they were a bunch of children. Well, there's a lot of Americans that act like a bunch of children, but you know, that's sometimes how it is. And Americans have been cultivated into being what they are today, especially the young people, and they don't want to listen to the adults and respect what the adults have to say. But you know, one day they will wake up and find out, hey, we've been lied to, and they will be the future, and they will be the ones revolting against it. And as George Orwell said, that millions will die to protest the New World Order, meaning people will not accept the New World Order. We will fight them and fight them and fight them, and so should we. And this idea in Christianity, in some groups of you out there, oh, you can't do this, and you're not sounding very Christian. You know what? We are under spiritual attack, we are under physical attack, and I can assure you it is okay if we walk with the Lord to defend ourselves and do what is necessary to put an end to New World Order and all their crap. As nowhere in the scripture it says that you can't defend yourself. Go find that. Go find that. That it's not allowed to defend yourself and your family and your right to exist as a free human being as you are born as. End of story. God bless you. Yeah, and again, this beautiful sky destroying our atmosphere, our ecosystem. in the fetal hope of hiding this thing up there next to the sun, wherever we see it. I don't really know where it is, but it's up there somewhere. I can't see it with the naked eye, but we will. Oh, there's the other one coming in right there. So that's number 4 on the return. So there's 2 more out there circling around, putting in some more nasty toxic stuff. But look how it's accumulating just in these few minutes. It's already building up to a gigantic carpet of toxic chemtrails. And it is toxic, period. If you run around having a metal taste in your mouth all of a sudden on a spray day, you know what you're eating. You're eating metal. Yeah, barium, strontium, aluminum, copper, titanium, all kinds of nasty stuff, right? I mean, you could just as well, like this semi-truck over there, put your freaking mouth to that and suck it in, you know. It goes to saying, we're being poisoned to keep status quo instead of telling us the truth. But according to them, there will be non-sportsmanlike. I think it will be more sportsmanlike, they told us. And let's see who can stand in the end, right? You know, give us a chance and see who is capable of surviving such a calamity that is on its way. That would be sportsmanlike, but no, they are a bunch of pussies. They got their bunkers and they're gonna leave us to fend for ourselves. Oh yeah. They ain't gonna save us. They have no intention. They want to get rid of us. As many as possible. Okay, 41 miles to Memphis, Tennessee. That's where I'm going. Over and out. It's ghastly. Look at that. It looks like a storm is coming, right? But nothing is gonna happen. The temperature outside right now is 67 degrees here in Arkansas. That's pretty warm, I would say so. But again, this stuff up here is getting warm by the sun's rays and it's radiating down on us. Okay? And also this chemtrails, let's just say that there was no chemtrails. That program did not exist. When you have a clear blue sky, the heat, the excess heat after sunset there is in the atmosphere and in the ground will escape into space. As soon as it is overcast, a lot of that heat will be trapped by the clouds naturally. But now they're spraying everywhere, and I mean everywhere. There's no place saved anymore for spraying. Now they have created an artificial and in most part invisible blanket that is trapping the heat. You get my point? Actually, they can turn this planet into a boiling freaking furnace if they want to, with all this stuff they have in the atmosphere. Just send the right frequency and vibration and microwaves up into it, and it will radiate back on us, and we will feel like we're being scorched. Literally. I'm not kidding. I mean, go do some studies, right? I mean, there's even logic to Kate's chicken, what I'm telling you here. So if you're in denial, well, that's your problem. I don't have a problem. My problem is what's going on in our atmosphere. Look at that. I mean, come on, look at that. Is that acceptable? All this stuff you're looking at here is metal sprayed into the cloud, into the sky, condensing the water vapor which is in the sky into this goo. And all actually that should actually come down on us, the natural vapor in the sky, as rain, normal precipitation. But they are trapping it. That's what they're doing. They're trapping the moisture and preventing natural precipitation. Aha! Does that mean anything around you regarding scriptures that there will be drought and also floodings? Meaning they can release, deionize the atmosphere, and then it will rain. And I mean rain, 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 until they ionize again and make it stop or make it fizzle out by itself. And another thing is, who is the master of the sky? Lucifer. And what's going on in our sky? The devil's work, people. The devil's work. Come on. It's time to snap out of your daydream, put down your Facebook and get into it. Get down into the matches, you know. Light one and you might see what's in the dark, hiding. Over and out. Actually, I have decided here some time ago to drive around with a real American flag on the back of my trailer, strapped up on your bungee cord. So if you've seen a truck going down the road with a real American flag, that'll be me. And I'm doing that to kind of trying to encourage people to a little more patriotism and make them remember who they are, that they are America, the home of the free and home of the brave, right? That was the intent. One nation under God. That was the intent. And I get a lot of thumbs up from people. I get a few people looking at me like I'm a freak, but you know, I am a freak, but a sensible freak. But another thing that is so cool about it is it gives me a lot of brownie points. Normally when I was driving out here, I could sit with my blinker on for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You know, I want to get up and overtake a slower vehicle in front of me. But now, after I put the flag up and showing my support, I just put my blinker on and whoopsie, people are just letting me in and let me do my job, giving me room to do what I need to do. So it does indeed, by that, have a very positive effect on people to see their own flag, especially when it's displayed proudly. And yeah, I do indeed feel like an American now. I've been here since 2008. Yeah, since March 2008. And I'm married to this beautiful girl here called Elma. Well, you know her a little, but I love her. I miss her when I'm out here. I miss her terribly. But there's a solution to that, which will come up here soon, thankfully. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to, you know, make people feel that warmth in their heart. You know, it doesn't matter what age they have, and especially the elderly generation that is passing me out here. I mean, they are sticking their hands out their window and freaking waving at me. Yeah, and thumbs up, and some is honking their horns, and you know. So, yeah, it does have an effect. It have a very positive effect for them to see their own flag being used. Yeah, I know there's some certain codes for flags. I know about that, but in a time of crisis that we are here in America, I think it's about time that we show the flag, and show the flag 24/7, and show it proudly, especially up in the face of those socialist communists and that Muslim pig who is about to let more of these terrorist people inside our nation. And I only got one suggestion there. If they start any riot up like they did in France, lock and load, be ready for them, because I can assure you, they're ready for you, and that's their only purpose for being here and getting over here. That is to destroy America from within. And they have a Muslim pig in office called Obama who's helping that to get along. Yeah, excuse my language, but that's how I see it. He is a pig. And he's not so much a puppet as you think. Oh no, he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's enjoying it. Think about that. He's enjoying it, seeing our demise. So, I mean, do something to put an end to it. At least resist. I mean, you might lose, but if you don't resist, well, you lost anyway. You lost beforehand. I mean, what do you want to do?
You want to rather die standing, fighting for your right, for your nation, for your children, your family, for God, especially for God? Or do you just want to sit down and wait for them to come and drag you off to a FEMA camp? Is that what you want? Well, Hitler did it. I mean, history is going to repeat itself, I guess. Okay, over and out. God bless you. And I mean that. May God bless you, all of you, even those who don't believe. I just hope that you in the end find out what the truth is. And that's His word. And He's going to keep His promise. Guaranteed. Okay, over and out.
It's beautiful, right? Yeah. I love nature. I really do. And it's being destroyed by all this stuff up here that I'm very displeased with. Very displeased. It's not us who is the problem with pollution. It is the politicians that are allowing the pollution from the factories that they are being sponsored by to keep doing what they're doing and polluting our environment. Yeah. And they're not touching China, which is 1/4 of all world's pollution. Oh no, because China is a partner of the communist socialist government that we have here in America. So no, there won't be anything touching China when it comes to pollution. So it's not us, it's them, because they're the ones making the rules, right? So it's not us. But we could stop buying the products that is contributing to the pollution and demand another product which is just as good but not polluted. That's what you do. Absolutely. And we should boycott Walmart because they're only dealing with China. And when you buy meat in Walmart, you're buying rotten meat that has been sent from America to China, rotting, and then treated with some stuff over there and sent back to sold to us consumers. Isn't that nice to think about? No, it's not. Over and out. Well, I'm going back again to Indiana now, going to Georgia tomorrow. But as you see, he's busy up there, and that is towards west. And now I'm going north. And as you can see, it's just clear. There's nothing. Nada. But over there, that's a different matter, right? Over and out. Now look at that. Nasty, right? Very nasty. And if you didn't have chemtrails, right, we would have a sky like that when there's no clouds. Nice and blue and beautiful. But we have to look at this shit. And we have to breathe it too, so they can keep status quo. You think that's funny? You think it's fair? I don't. Over and out. here on the last one, just regarding flat Earth principle. Well, now it's not rotating. Of course not. How stupid. Well, as you can see, according to the flat earthers, the sun is supposedly to run around like this, and the end of the world is Antarctica, and the top of the world is the North Pole, or the middle of the Earth. But this model here don't account in any form or fashion for a new moon, because if we're supposed to have these moon phases as we have, why did it stop running? If I put it down to a smaller format, maybe it'll start rolling around, I don't know. Let's see. I guess it's not going to do anything except getting smaller. So in this model here, in order to have these moon phases, the moon will have to go faster than the sun is going around. But according to this model, they're just following each other exact opposite, 180 degrees opposite to each other. And you see, that don't work. What I do indeed find is funny. Oh, there it went smaller. That is, you are not allowed to go to Antarctica, and you are not allowed to go to the North Pole. If you do so without authorization, you're in trouble. But could it just be because the Earth is hollow, and there's a hole in the North Pole, and there's also a hole in the South Pole into what is called inner Earth? That seems more likely. This model don't seem likely. Not at all. Over and out.